morning, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures with Amanda, or if you're new here, hi, I'm Amanda, and I thought I would bring you guys along with me through a realistic day in the life as an online master's student. Right now, I am currently in between semesters as the next semester does not start till next week, but we get access to some of our classes a week early, or a week before they start per se, and I thought I'd try and get a head start on some of the readings, the syllabus, reviewing some of the coursework, things like that before next week comes. Sorry, my cats are playing with things in my office. But yeah, I thought I'd bring you guys along with me for what it's like as an online master's student. And yeah, so whether you're in school, thinking about going back, or just curious about online university life, come spend the day with me. This is Ellie, my little baby girl, for those of you that don't know. Okay, calm down. She doesn't like to be held or touched much. Okay, you gotta move. Okay. All right, so now that we got our water, we're good to get started for the day. I'm sorry, my cats are still playing in the lines. It's their favorite thing to do. But like I said, now that we have our water, we can kind of get started. So let me give a little bit of a backstory of my schooling to kind of make a little bit more sense. So I'm currently doing a Master of Arts in Counseling Psychology through Yorkville University in New Brunswick, Canada. That's Echo. That's Echo, my little cuddly boy. Echo, what are you doing? He's not supposed to be on the table. Hey. Hey, bud. This is my cuddle kitty. We call him Echo Back. He doesn't seem like he wants to cuddle right now, but trust me, he's a cuddle kitty. Okay. So, like I was saying, Master of Arts in Counseling Psychology at Yorkville University in New Brunswick, Canada. I've been in the program for just about a year now. My next semester, okay, all right. Life with cats, am I right? So like I was saying for the third time now, I'm a Master of Arts Counseling Psychology student at Yorkville University, which is a completely online university out of New Brunswick, Canada. I'm Canadian, for those of you that don't know. But I've been in the program for about a year now, and I have my mixed opinions on the program, but basically how our semesters work is that they're called trimesters because we have 3 of them, and one starts in May, one starts in September, and one starts in January. And sorry, they're just getting into things that they probably shouldn't be, and I'm just trying to watch them. Anyway, so yeah, trimesters, May, September, and January. I started in May of last year, so I'm coming up on my 1 year of being in the program. It's a 28-month program, but you can shorten it to 24 months, so 2 years, which is what I have done. That's fine. Yeah, so like I've shortened it to 24 months. That's the quickest that you can do the program is 2 years, which is fine. Each course, or I guess each trimester is broken up into 15 weeks. So you have 15 consecutive weeks of online learning, and then you have 2 weeks off, unless it's the break between September and January. So like that Christmas break, you technically get 3 weeks off. I think, if I remember the math correctly. Hold on, I gotta kick him out. All right, I've kicked the cats out because they were causing too much of a problem. But like I said, yeah, 15 weeks between each trimester, whatever you want to call it. You get a 2-week break. Now, technically, it's only 1 week if you want, because you, like I said earlier, you get access to your course a week before it starts. So on Monday, I got access to the next course that I'm going to be taking that technically does not start till the following Monday, but I can, start the readings, things like that, which is what I wanted to, do with you guys today. Just kind of get started, get briefed on what I'm going to be doing come next week. Right now, I've primarily done a lot of the actual coursework that's in the program. So as I said, it's split up over 24 to 28 months, whatever you choose. The program is 28 months long, but it can be shortened to 24, as I said, if you take the classes that you're supposed to take in other trimesters if you double up on classes, basically, which I have done starting last semester. So there's 5 semesters of coursework, and then there's 2 semesters of a practicum. So currently I'm going into my last semester of coursework, which I'm very excited about, and I start my practicum come September, so that will be very fun and exciting. But yeah, I'm starting, as far as I can remember, the next course that I'm going to be starting, or the way that my semester is going to lay out, is I'm taking one class, which is a 5-week class. They're split over 5 or 10 weeks, classes. So the first one's a 5-week, and then from weeks 6 to 15, I'm going to be taking a 10-week and another 5-week, and then obviously that 10-week, goes till the end of the semester, basically. So weeks 1 through 5 is group counseling, I believe, and then weeks 6 through 15 are families and couples counseling, and then applying interventions, and then applying interventions is the 10-week course that finishes the rest of the semester, which will take us to about the middle of August. And then we start our practicum. So exciting. This has been a long time coming, and I'm very excited to finally be getting to this point. With that being said, now that we've kind of explained how it all works, sorry if that was a very bad explanation, now we have some things that we need to do. So I would like to review the syllabus for group counseling, and then I want to review the readings. I do believe I need to buy a textbook, so we will do that as well. And then I can get a head start on preparing the discussion post for week 1. Each week, 9 times out of 10 in the class, each week you're going to have discussion posts. Minimum, you need to post 4 times per thread, or per question. And usually there's 2 questions each week. But for max marks, you post 5 times. So I post 5 times, or try to, unless I get really busy. And they all have to be on separate days. And it's always due on Sunday. So course starts on Monday, the new course, week, whatever, content, module, whatever you want to call it. And then it's due on the Sunday. And then there's assignments thrown in the couple weeks here and there. But we can review together what is going to take place for group counseling. Also, not only am I doing online coursework through school, I'm also doing certificates to further my knowledge, so that I'm good to go for my practicum, so that I know a lot of things and can help a lot of people when I'm a therapist come September. So one of those also did start on Monday. So we're gonna take a look at that as well. It's CBT for depression and anxiety. So we're gonna take a look at that as well. And then I also have another one for ACT, but I'm not looking at that today. I have a few more weeks of that, and it's not on my priority list today. The other 2 that I'm supposed to be starting this week, they are. So like I said, we're gonna review the readings. The other one I do believe I need to buy a textbook for as well, the certificate course, all of that. So we'll take a look at that, see what we need to do. And then yeah, it'll probably be time to take a little break after that. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so I know I said that for discussion posts, we usually have, 1 or 2 due each week. For group counseling, we actually only have them through weeks 1 through 3, which is really great in my opinion. Yeah, I really appreciate that, because sometimes the endless discussion posts, like you're doing like 10 a week if you have 2, which I mean by the end of the course, like that's 50 discussion posts over 5 weeks. Like it just feels like a lot sometimes. So this feels like a nice little alternative to doing some like presentations, papers, things like that. Obviously they must be fairly large to, not have to do them at the same time as discussion posts, which you usually do. But yeah, I'm kind of intrigued, kind of not, because it's group counseling, so there's a lot of group work, which group work in university, even online, in your master's, is not always the easiest to deal with. So, yeah. Okay, I take it back. This course seems a little confusing, and I'm sure once like people start posting and stuff, and like once I meet my group members and things like that, it'll be a little bit easier to understand. But seems a little confusing right now because I'm not really sure what we're supposed to be doing in our group assignment, if that makes sense. Yeah, it just seems a little confusing, and yeah, we're gonna have to, it's gonna be a lot. I have a feeling. But yeah, I reviewed the syllabus and kind of explored a little bit of the group counseling course. It seems interesting. I think we're gonna go buy the textbook now, so let's go do that. Okay, we got the textbook now, which is expensive, but awesome, I guess. We have a lot of readings for this class. Specifically, for the assigned chapters, we have chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 4, and chapter 6 to read this week. Which, if I look in module 1, chapter 1 and chapter 2, that's 40 some pages. Chapter 4 is another not quite 20, and then chapter 6 not quite 20 as well. That would be 13. That would be like 15, and then that one is 46. So like 80, roughly 70 to 80 pages, I think, if I did the math quickly in my head. That's okay. I guess it's a lot. I'm not, okay, let me put it this way. I love reading. I do, but I suck at reading. I'm a very, very slow reader. And I'm terrible at reading because it just takes me so long, and then I get frustrated that I can't finish in time. I would love to read. Very much would love to read, and when I am done school someday and no longer have to read textbooks, I'm going to read, because I'll have more time. But for right now, I'm terrible at reading. I will never get all 4 of these chapters done before it's needed for next Monday, guaranteed. Specifically because I also have that CBT course that also has readings that will have probably just as many to do. But now that we have that out of the way, I'm gonna write down what chapters I need to read. 1, 2, 4, 6. Now let's go check out the CBT course. I bought the other textbook. Turns out that for week 1, which is this week, there are no readings. Yay! So exciting. Next week, it also appears that it's only 1 chapter. So I should write that down as well, which is really good. I can kind of get started on that. It's 5 chapters for next week. But that's fine. We're gonna get started on that probably later. My plans have changed for what I was going to be doing today, which is fine. I'm okay with going with the flow, although I very much do better as a structured person. So I thought I was going to be meeting up with my mom today to help her do some of her work because she does some of her work near where I live. So I thought I was going to be meeting up with her to help her out, but it turns out I'm not because she's really, really busy and I'm really, really busy with schoolwork today. So that's not going to be happening, which is fine. It just kind of like throws what I had planned for the day. It throws it off a little bit, but we'll bounce back. It'll be fine. Yeah, now that we've figured out what readings we have to do, bought the textbooks, I have 3 discussion posts, 2 that I have to prepare for like the school course, and then 1 that I have to do for the CBT course. So let's do the CBT course one really quickly because it is just like an introduction post of like, hey, how are you? So we'll do that really quickly, and then we may take a break and walk on my walking pad to try and get some steps in for the day. So yeah, let's do the discussion post. Alright, so I finished that discussion post. It was quick and simple. But yeah, now we now I think we're going to take a small break and do some steps, get some steps in, and maybe go eat something quickly, and then we will be back to do some more readings, schoolwork, and prepare those other discussion posts for group counseling for next week. So let's get some steps in. All right, so I went and did some steps and got about like 3,000, 4,000 steps in, which was awesome. And then I had like a quick like granola bar situation for lunch, nothing too spectacular. Honestly, I need to go grocery shopping because I didn't realize, but I don't really have that much in the apartment to eat. So yeah, lunch was a hit or miss, but that's fine. Now I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break because I realized I can't do any of the discussion posts until I actually start to read some of the chapters. So I think I'm gonna take a little break till dinner because it's about 4:30 and I'll be eating within probably the next hour or so. I'm just waiting for my fiance to pick up food on his way home from work, and then we'll eat dinner together, and then I'll probably start doing some readings on my iPad. I tend to like reading off of my iPad a little bit more because I can follow along while it reads to me, and I feel that I kind of learn and can read best that way because I'm more of like an auditory learner, I guess you could say. I kind of have strengths in all three, like doing, listening, and seeing, but when it comes to reading, auditory is usually the best for me. So I think, like I said, after we'll have dinner, we'll take a little break, have dinner, and then after dinner, we'll pull out the iPad and do some quick readings, read maybe 1 or 2 chapters, and then we'll save the rest probably for tomorrow. But yeah, I will check back with you guys at dinner time. All right, so we're back for a little break. The break didn't actually last that long because after I got off, after I was done recording, my mom called me to come pick up the food for dinner that my fiance and I were having, because my fiance actually couldn't end up picking out because he's still working. So it's just me for dinner tonight, and he'll eat when he gets home. But my break wasn't actually that long. It was maybe like 10 minutes, and then I had to go meet my mom. But we got Eastside Mario's tonight, which is basically, in my opinion, the Canadian version of like Olive Garden, if you're from America, or like American food, things like that. So I got fettuccine alfredo with chicken, and then it comes with free bread, and then I got Caesar salad, but I may get some hate for this, but I don't actually like Caesar salad. I just got it for my fiance so that he can have it because he loves Caesar salad. And it comes with a free super salad, like Olive Garden. So, yeah, we got some bread, and then they also gave us, because my portion was the smallest of the ones that they were getting, they actually just bumped me up, which was really, really sweet of them, like free of charge. So I have this enormous thing of like fettuccine alfredo with chicken, and usually it would be like cut in half for like a regular portion of this, and it's still very, very warm, and I've been home probably for like 20 minutes, so I am very excited to eat this. Yeah, let's eat dinner, and then we'll do some readings, and yeah, let's get I'm very excited to eat this, so let's get started. I also know that this doesn't seem like a lot of chicken. I also have to mix this around because the sauce settles on the bottom. But when we ordered, my mom actually got the family meal that is just fettuccine alfredo, and I got the regular like fettuccine alfredo with chicken. So I just ordered extra chicken on mine and then split it over their fettuccine alfredo as well. That's why it doesn't like seem like there's a lot, but trust me, these are some very large pieces of chicken, and it'll be just fine. And then we have the bread as well, which in my opinion, Eastside Mario's bread is better than Olive Garden, but some people may disagree with me, and frankly, this is just my opinion. So yeah, like I said, very excited to eat this. I thought I would also show you guys that this is like what the bread situation looks like. At Eastside, I know at Olive Garden, it's like an actual like bread roll. This is a loaf of bread. And as you can see, I've already ate some. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, so you guys kind of knew what I was talking about if you've never had Eastside Mario's before. All right, so now I'm done dinner. I didn't actually end up eating that entire thing of fettuccine alfredo. That was way too much. It will work tomorrow for dinner as well. But it is time to do some reading, at least even just 1 chapter. So I'm going to try to read chapter 1 of the textbook. It's about 22 pages. My iPad is also dead, and I don't want to wait for it to charge, so I'm going to just read off of my computer and just have it read to me and follow along that way. Sometimes this isn't actually as bad. I do prefer it on the iPad, but this will do as well. So let's do some quick reading. here, I did manage to read all of chapter 1 and a lot of chapter 2. A lot of it was just brief skimming because some of it I already have learned in other classes, and some of it wasn't really that important to the discussions and the coursework that we're going to be discussing. But yeah, I did manage to get done chapter 1 and a lot of chapter 2, so I'm very, very happy about that. It did take a while, but I'm very happy that we got that done. I will finish the rest of chapter 2, chapter 4, and chapter 6 before Monday starts, so that I'm good to go for next week. With that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This is my very first video on the channel, so it is a little bit longer than what I had, wanted and planned for this video, but we live and we learn, so I'll take that into consideration for the next couple of videos. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to come on the other many adventures that my life will take me on. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.